It's an age-old art form, not bound by borders or language barriers, and it's alive and well today. Once a month, Kripa Mehta leaves behind her day job as a junior emergency doctor and becomes a spoken word poet.
The job's really hard and stressful, so I balance it out with all these creative pursuits like poetry and art and all these other things that I'm involved in.
She's one of 20 taking part in a multilingual poetry slam featuring 15 languages. But organisers say the poems easily translate.
All the gestures that they were using and the eye contact that they have with the audience, so it's as much theatrical as it is literary.
He says poets are able to express themselves more authentically by using their native tongue, adding that poetry is celebrated and deeply rooted in different cultures.
Aboriginal languages and the diverse Aboriginal languages in this country are very poetic. A lot of Aboriginal words and sayings and meanings are actually very complex.
Gentlemen, open your text, page 21 of the introduction.
Lorna and others are working with schools across the country to try to get more young people into poetry.
To fully understand poetry, we must first be fluent with its metre, rhyme and figures of speech.
When they come into the room for the first time and they haven't heard of spoken word poetry, they'll come in dragging their feet, thinking, oh, look, this is another thing that we have to do. Within about 2 minutes, when I've presented to them, when I perform my poetry, they change their perspectives, their eyes light up, and they're like, you know what, poetry can be pretty cool.
Participants at this event believe that spoken word poetry could hold the key to revitalising a love for the written word, and say it's never too late to try.
Give it a go and speak it aloud. Poetry is not to just be sitting in books. It's got rhythm, it's got rhyme.
Because you could just be a poet and never know it. Julia Calixto, SBS World News.